Good morning, students. Now we are entering into Unit 3 in wastewater management. So the first topic is basic theories of industrial wastewater management and industrial waste survey. So these two topics we will discuss in this class. Guys, actually basic theories of industrial wastewater management is actually these data what is exhibit in this slide. I got this information from the internet because I searched in many books, but I didn't get any theories, basic theories of industrial wastewater management. That's why only these few lines I got from the internet. So that's why say as the same thing I explained here. So the basic theories of industrial wastewater management is the first one is volume reduction and strength reduction. Next one is the neutralization. Next, equalization and proportioning. Next, joint treatment of industrial wastes, consequent problems, industrial wastewater discharges into the streams. These are the basic theories of the industrial wastewater management. As the same thing, so the main topic is industrial industrial waste survey. So conducting an industrial waste survey regarding this, the first one is the general instructions, that is the industrial waste survey, IWS. So the IWS abbreviation is I means industrial, W means waste, S means survey. So industrial waste survey is a required part of the free treatment program. The IWS industrial waste survey is conducted preliminary to identify the guys preliminary to identify the nature and quantity of pollutants entering in the publicity owned treatment works, POTW. So here POTW abbreviation is publicity owned treatment works. P means publicity, O means owned, T means treatment, waste means works. So publicly owned treatment works system. So PVTW system from industrial sources, and to identify the industrial responsible for discharging the pollutants. This information is critical for free treatment program administration since it provides a basis for many activities such as determining sampling and monitoring needs both at industries and in the POTW system, developing local limits for industrial users. So IU means industrial users, estimating manpower and equipment needs and identifying source of known or potential POTW problems. Here guys, the four general activities of the POTW must address in conducting an acceptable industrial waste surveys are compiling a comprehensive list of potential industrial users located in the publicly owned treatment works service area, and surveying each of these industrial users to collect necessary information, conducting follow-up activities where needed to obtain the necessary information, analyzing and presenting the data obtained in support of its free treatment program. Each of these general activities is discussed in detail in the following sections. Where appropriate, specific state requirements for conducting these activities will be noted. It is not necessary for municipalities that are currently covered by a free treatment program exemption to perform the entire IWS industrial waste surveys if there have been no change to the industrial facilities in the area, and if no new facilities have moved into the area, these POTWs may fill out and return the form in the appendix 3. The list of industrial users for the purposes of the in IWS industrial waste surveys in industrial users is any user that discharges or has a reasonable potential to discharge a non-domestic wastewater stream to the POTW. So all industrial users must be included in the survey. As explained later in these instructions, many industrial users can be eliminated with minimal survey effort. Others may be eliminated for additional reasons, but the list must be comprehensive to start with. In order to compile a comprehensive list of industrial users in the POTW services area, including neighboring jurisdictions, 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 if they discharge to the Part W, the Part W must consult one or more of the following: water and or sewer service building records, state directory of manufacturing firms, municipal 201 facilities plan and or 208 area wide planning study, seawater connection permit files, and sewer use permit files and LO pages. Property tax records, business license records, Chamber of Commerce industrial roster. The comprehensive list must include all industrial users that are known to be or suspected of being in one or more of the 58 industrial categories listed in section CA of the enclosure survey from Appendix 1. These categories include firms involved in activities such as manufacturing, mechanical repair, painting, metal finishing, textiles, and there are many industrial users that neither discharge toxic pollutants nor fall into the categories in section C1, but must still be listed. These include food processors, meat packing, plant or slaughterhouses, beverage bottles, dairy products farms, and other that have discharges high in biological oxygen demand BOD and total suspended solid TSS, ammonia, oil and grease, abnormal pH, or other conventional pollutants. Industrial users that are not discharging excessive amounts of pollutants to the sewers because they have installed free treatment system must still be on the list. If there is no information available concerning the nature of a business or its a discharge, the firm must be on the list. A mailing address and the name of a company representative must be obtained for every industrial user on the list. As a guide in identifying significant industries, priority pollutants commonly found in the discharges of 55 categorical industries are listed in Appendix 2. This appendix, however, must not be used as a substitute for a throughout survey response. Once the comprehensive industrial users list has been compiled, certain industrial users may be eliminated from further survey efforts if the POTW has reliable, verifiable information to show that The industrial users in question discharges only domestic wastewater or has no discharge to the POTW. This would include of office, theaters, beauty shops, barber shops, and most retail sales establishments, hotels, motels, restaurants, and gas stations may also be removed from the list if their discharges do not exceed 25,000 GPD and if they are not contributing to a problem in the collection system or the treatment plant involving oil and grease or other harmful discharges. Survey of each industrial users. The POTW must gather detailed information that completely characterizes each industrial users that has not been eliminated from the IWS. The wastewater survey for non-residential establishments from found in Appendix 1 is designed to obtain all the information necessary to determine if an industrial user should be included in the free treatment program. POTWs are encouraged by the state to use this survey from by requiring each industrial users that has not already been eliminated to complete the form. This survey form can also serve as an industrial user permit application. Note that there is a relief clause at the bottom of page 2 of the form, which eliminates the burden of completing this entire form for those industrial users that discharge only domestic or non-processed wastewater. If the POTW has already collected all or part of the information requested in the survey from the information is up to date, the POTW may use this information. In order to eliminate unnecessary effort, the POTW may modify the survey from so that the industrial user only needs to supply the outstanding information. Regardless of the method used to gather the information, the industrial waste survey submission to the state must address all the information contained in the form in Appendix 1. If different techniques are used, a brief explanation should be provided in the IWS report that indicates the source and timelines of the information. The survey form must be accompanied by a cover letter which states that the industrial user must complete the questionnaire and return it to the POTW. Approximately 3 to 4 weeks should be a sufficient length of time to allow firms to complete and return the form. The return address for the POTW should be included in the cover letter as well as the name and phone number of someone at the POTW that may be contacted if there are questions. The letter should stress thoroughness and accuracy and should describe how the information obtained from the survey will be used and the purpose of local free treatment program in general. The IWS must be updated periodically in order to account for potential changes in the industrial discharges to the sewer system. In general, TENNIS recommends that each POTW update its industrial uh, waste survey at least every 5 years. Some POTWs conduct an IWS more frequently. Consult the POTW's approved free treatment program documentation to determine the frequency of conducting an IWS. However, periodically conducting an IWS is not an effective procedure for identifying new significant industrial users. The POTW should have procedures to identify and gather information on new industries moving into the Part W service area. This information can be obtained through ongoing POTW inspection and monitoring procedures, coupled with a local requirement that new non-domestic users supply the information to the POTW before connecting to the severe lines or commencing their discharge. Such information should include SIC or MAICS codes, a description for products and a process, and a description of the characteristics and quantities of pollutants discharged to the POTW. To complete survey forms from each industrial users and or any other information related to IWS must be available to the state upon request. Files containing this information must be maintained by the POTW and conduct follow-up. As the industrial user survey forms are returned, they must be మీ నాన్న ఫోన్ చేసి ఒకసారి మాట్లాడండి క్లాస్లో ఉన్నా ఎక్స్క్యూజ్ మీ వాయిస్ క్లాస్లో ఉన్నారని చెప్పి conduct a follow-up as the industrial user survey forms are returned. They must be reviewed for completeness. The POTW should institute some method of tracking the name of every form that returns a properly completed questionnaire. This will help to POTW determine which firms have not responded to the survey. For firms that do not respond in the required time period or that return inadequately completed forms, a series of follow-up measures must be initiated to obtain a completed response. Such measures should include one or more of the following: a letter of reminder, a telephonic call, or a site visit. Approximately 6 to 8 weeks should be sufficient time to conduct follow-up activities. The IWS report must describe the types of follow-up measures used by the POTW and must list any industrial users that ultimately did not respond with a completed survey form. Prepare survey results. Especially the IWS report must at a minimum provide the following information: sources used to compile the comprehensive list of industrial users, list of industrial users eliminated from survey and the reason for elimination, an example copy of the cover letter sent to industrial users with the survey form, including forms were sent, description of follow-up actions taken by the POTW to obtain properly completed survey forms from industrial users. Analysis and presentation of IWS results to show a summary of the information obtained from the industrial users and our POTW files. A list of all industrial users that did not return a completed survey form. Other information as necessary to accurately summarize or clarify the IWS. One example copy of the cover letter and of each type of questionnaire completed by industrial users. Map of sewer system for industrial users identified as significant if possible. Table 123 present a recommended format for summarizing the data obtained from the IWS. A brief narrative should be included when necessary for further clarification. Table 1 provides a list of those industrial users that have been eliminated from further survey effort without filling out any type of survey from the reason for their elimination must be stated. Table 2 and summarizes those industrial users that received a survey form from the POTW. Check marks can be used to complete the form where appropriate. Where further explanation of information on the form is necessary, attach the information and make a note on table 2 that additional information is provided. The industrial users listed on tables 1 and 2 should represent the comprehensive list of industrial users. Therefore, a separate comprehensive list is not required. Table 3. Table 3 summarizes information from the significant industrial users who are to be included in the free treatment program and permitted. This list should include only those farms from table 2 that discharge a contaminated industrial wastewater stream to the pot or may in some way harm the POTW and the environment. For those POTWs that operate more than one treatment plant, an introduction of which treatment plant receives the discharge from each industrial users must be provided. Where the POTW services industrial users in other jurisdictions, the jurisdiction in which each industrial user is located must also be listed. Special problems or considerations not clearly addressed by this document should be discussed with Division of Water Pollution Control personnel before proceeding with the IWS. Guys, here I will explain the appendix 1 here. Wastewater survey for non-residential establishments. Just this is the general information. Company name, mailing address, and the telephonic number. Address for production of manufacturing facility. This is the name, title, and telephonic number. Alternative person to contact concerning information and need to note to signing officials. These are all the just formation to conducting the industrial waste survey. So for your identification and enhancing your all of your imagination regarding this topic, these appendixes increases your enhancing skills. These all are the conduct. These are all the parts or methods to conducting the wastewater wastewater survey or industrial waste survey, IWS. These are all the components to conduct the survey in all industries which produces the industrial waste from different farms in the nation. Okay, guys. Thank you, guys. Next class, I will explain the next topic. Thank you very much.